I was actually getting ready to play football. I need a physical, so they recommended this sports physical, and I went, and then I had a couple tests done. I left, and when I got home, they had called my mother and said, I need to go back immediately to get more tests taken. That's when my entire world started to change.
When we got the call from the hospital that he would need to have further testing, it was scary because we didn't know what was going on. So we went to the specialist, and they informed us that he would require open heart surgery to repair the arteries in his heart. They were in the wrong place.
Trevon's story is not an isolated one. Heart defects are often missed without proper detection. Tragically, each year, young athletes drop dead on the field from this silent killer.
The most common reason of sudden death in young adults is hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Because of some genetic predisposition, those kids develop thick heart, and those thick heart can be the source of arrhythmias that can make the heart to stop. It's very important for the kids to be screened because many times it's the first contact with the doctor that they have, and we can find issues that need to be addressed, and they will allow them to practice sport if they are safe, but also will allow them, if there is something significant, to be treated.
Our children's wellness is of utmost importance, but congenital heart defects can go unnoticed by children and families without proper screening. Regular health physicals and EKG screenings are important for recognizing abnormalities that can often be overlooked.
The screening of the athletes is very important. We know that many of those kids eventually will go into professional sport practice. I think every society agrees that those kids need to be evaluated thoroughly when they start practicing sport. I think it's a very important service to the community, and because all the kids, they can come over here in a single day. They get complete screening about all the musculoskeletal system, all the general medical conditions. They get an auscultation, they get a questionnaire that is very important, and they get an EKG if they don't have one. I think we get a very good, complete medical screening of the athletes to be sure they can practice the sport that they like and be safe what they're doing.
Since we found out he had to have surgery, it was very devastating. Every time he talked to us, we would cry. We were very nervous. It was just overwhelming for us. Everybody was overwhelmed except for him. He was okay with it. After his surgery, Trevon did things in record time. He recovered well. He was raring to go. He exceeded all expectations quickly. This program is so important. If your child wants to play sports or they're just a little active, I recommend this. This program saved my son's life. It literally saved his life. Without that program, I wouldn't have him.
Passionate about the health and wellness of young athletes, Carolina's healthcare system Blue Ridge started an Athlete at Heart program to offer free screenings to middle school and high school age student athletes. Through physicals and EKG screenings, the Athlete at Heart program's mission is to prevent the sudden collapse of a seemingly healthy teen due to a previously undetected heart defect.
We started the Athlete at Heart program back in 2010. Initially, we went out to the schools. After a couple of years of that, we decided to bring it back into the hospital because we had more diagnostic equipment here that we could use to do the screenings. So when that happened, not only did we get the athletes in for an EKG, but we were also able, for the ones that had certain criteria met, we were able to do a quick look echocardiogram on them on the same day. The best components, or the key to our program, that we've got these kids on our campus being seen by cardiologists on the same day, and also able to get a little bit more diagnostic check of their heart and how it's performing so that we can make a decision for their health. Since we started the program, we've had over 100 kids to have a quick look echo, and from that we had 3 significant finds which resulted in open heart surgery. So those kids were able to have the procedure done to fix the problem, and now they're back on the field playing the sports that they love.
We've been extremely successful with our sports medicine program because it's a team effort. Our athletic trainers, our orthopedic surgeons, our cardiologists, and our other teammates all come together to make this happen for the student athletes. That means we have a lot of people volunteering. It means we work closely with the county schools, we work with the homeschool students, and we just all feel like it's part of our duty, it's part of our mission, and it's part of what makes our community better. At Carolina's Healthcare System Blue Ridge, we say quite often that we are friends and neighbors taking care of friends and neighbors. And when you save the life of a high school student, then you have made a huge impact on that student, their teammates, the teachers, the coaches, the moms and dads, the brothers and sisters, and technically on the entire community. We've all heard stories where student athletes drop dead on the field, and it was a surprise to everybody. It was a surprise to family, to the coach, because they didn't screen and they didn't know that there was a problem. With today's technology, with the knowledge we have, we can screen these students, catch the issues before they become a problem, and save their lives.
With Athlete at Heart, our biggest goal is to save lives. And having the access to the cardiologist, increased testing that we have, gives us that component for us to be friends and neighbors, taking care of friends and neighbors. That is one of the most important things we can do, is to save a child's life.
To learn more, visit us online today.